Alright, Patreon games. A bug on the map also detected here. So yeah, Blizzard, get your bugs in order. A single Abathur locust on the map without an Abathur in the game. That's always a little bit of a highlight. But yeah, today we have a couple of Patreon games. So again, guys, if you want to support me in the work that I do, you can check out patreon.com/Khaldor. And we have one game where we now on the left side have the blue team with a Heku making a little bit of an appearance today on Kalthas, Wolfie on Maiev, Panoramixke on Stitches, Mixin himself playing the bald guy on Karazim. I like it already. And the double support continues with Pawn Apple Pie on Lucio. The red team here on Tomb of the Spider Queen, Mr. Fracas on Arthas, Secret User on Rhaegar. Not quite sure what he's using there. Green Corsair on Probius, Ishgars on Greymane, and Coup to Trapeze? It's like whatever on Leo. Alright, so let's jump straight in this one. But yeah, so I think this is a Storm League game that they played here. But this is obviously one of the games sent to me by the patrons that we had there. We had ones last month already, and that's the second edition, so it should be kind of fun. Usually those games are pretty spectacular. And we already... Yes, first kill. Look at him. The man with the plan. Mixin coming in, trading, but the wolf takes him down. I still call worth. You took down a probe. Probes are nasty. They build cannon towers. We don't like those at all. Karazim is going to come in early on, trying to just hone his skills slightly and check it out. So, nicely done. Heku in the meantime, a little bit more stream action here, is already out of mana. Someone is spamming abilities maybe a little bit too much over here. Looking on Mana Addict as the level 1. And at the same time, there's maybe the save. Kalthas? Nope, that's another death. The blue team having a bit of a problem here, apparently. So Stitches is also at the same time now going for stacks, wants to have the regeneration. That hook was a little bit optimistic, to say the least. The side lane, Kalthas. I don't know who came up with that, but I'm not quite sure if that's going to be really successful. Now the probe is going to be pressured by Karazim a lot, and a little green Corsair over there is not having a lot of fun with this. But Karazim is not usually the hero that you look to when you're looking for wave clear. Another kill now for the red team. They are definitely starting to get the kills in very early on. 3 against 1 already, 2 minutes in. This could actually backfire pretty quickly here. Now down to the bot. Like, why isn't Leo here, by the way? Leo should be at the bot lane, and then they could use the probe in the 4-man. I don't really think that this setup is also kind of strange that we have now. But I mean, disregarding that, down here, Mixin dominating against Probius. Eventually, that little probe is going to die again. I think the reason why the probe actually stays safe is because it still remembers the beating that it just got a minute ago. The first blood in the game. Up to the top, though, still a little bit more stacking for Heku and Kalthas as she's trying to get the quest completed. Mana Addict is going to be pretty important in this, and should actually be really impactful, too. This is a great map where you can rotate between the lanes. Oh, clutch! Close call down here. Yeah, and therefore get a lot more globes. Even dodging out on the Leo rotation. Seems like the red team sees reason and brings Leoric down to the bottom of the map now. Still an attack. Mixin! That would have been a great kill. 14 gems in the hands of Leoric. Getting rid of those would be fantastic there. Okay, so still the team's trying to turn in, and so far the blue team has taken a slight advantage on the turn-in at least. We're looking at 8. Now the attempt for the Siege Giants. Look at that, I like that. Going straight in for the Siege Giants, trying to set a bit of a push up at the bot lane. Red team never even realized it, so that was great. And that's a kill! Nice! Well played here. That's a lot of gems already lost for the red teams. That's going to become a bit spicy. The tether. Spray game on point! I like it. Arthur's coming in and saying, hell, not on my watch. Probius trying to turn in again. Doesn't really seem to be helping there either. But we now have actually a fair amount of gems on the blue team side, which they could finally use to get the first map weaver wave. Now that we're having Leo against Karazim at the bottom of the map, it's going to be a little bit more tricky for Mixin, of course. But as we always have known, be water, my friend, be water. Good Karazim can come in and kill anything. We're not talking about killing stuff. Kalthas is down. That's 4 kills against 2. Make it 5. 3 heroes down. Yeah, that's a bit of a graveyard that they turned the mid lane into. So that's a problem. That's actually lost them, I think, 15 gems roughly. So that hurts quite a bit. Mixin at the same time now, still looking Gucci down at the bottom of the map. Still holds on to 14 gems. But there's definitely a turn-in opportunity for the red team now. But especially Arthas needs to try and turn the gems in, as does Probius. And in this case, both of them are already underway. So now we're looking at a potential Web Weaver wave. And it gets secured right here. Alrighty, so with that said, what else do we have? For the time being, actually, still that fight at the bottom of the map. Oh, look at that! Sneaky! That's a kill! That's a kill! Nah, I didn't have the cooldown. That would have been a fantastic opportunity to get a kill here. And Mixon already with a tap, trying to come in. Cooldowns are ready again. And Leo, a glutton for punishment. Look at that. The one-on-one respect that he just takes him down without any mercy. Easy kill secured. But now they, of course, have to face the music here. Maiev in the middle of the map is trying to take the Web Weavers down to the bottom of the map. Karazim is pretty much trying to do the same thing solo. But topside, that's where the real push happens. And that's a 4 versus 3 setup as the blue team is trying to defend as much as they can. They will have to rotate a few heroes up, though, it seems. Losing the wall already. And Fountain also about to be taken out, just as Maiev is starting to join the fun. Oh, Kelthas again! And Greymane with the kill! Kelthas getting a little bit farmed here. Level 10 is also nearly ready for the red team. That could become a problem pretty quickly, especially at the top side. Do we see the hook? Do we see the hook? And apparently not. Still on cooldown. Bottom of the map, on the other hand, Mixin with 20 gems decides that it's time to actually go home. Is he going to be over for the interrupt? He is. Is that a kill? He fucked it up. Yeah, he could have Wraith walked over and then gone for the swing, so there was definitely a kill opportunity here for Leo. Might have cost him his own life, but honestly, with 20 gems on Mixin, that would have been hashtag worth it. Didn't go for it though. But Mixin just sticking around here. I'm not quite sure if he really should. That's gonna become spicy at some point. Kelthas completes the quest, so that's going to give a little bit more safety to Heku as they're now trying to turn in. We have level 10 abilities. Mixin jumps back, and Greymane was trying to take him out when he retreats, jumps in, but they can't get the gems. No big surprises when it comes to heroic abilities. That we even see Phoenix here, which is in and of itself, of course, great. That's a kill, by the way. They should be able to get Greymane too. I mean, Heku is already sitting tight here. Needs to be careful that she doesn't get taken out. And 7-sided strike. Yeah, Karazim, no mercy here today. Damn. Yeah, Mixin definitely had a healthy breakfast this morning. You can already tell. There's a lot of energy right there. Mr. Fracas, on the other hand, he's trying to get out, but Stitches is shutting that attempt down. There's the army and the Ancestral. They really want to keep him in play. Good entomb from Leo to keep him far away from this. Pretty nice setup here, actually, from Lucio, too. And keep the double support in mind. They have a lot of sustain here. Mixin needs to be careful that he needs to get out of the twist, out of the frozen wastes here. Needs to jump out. Where's that cooldown? Well, fuck the cooldown. He actually just turns it around and tries to take Arthas down. Dude, you got 22 gems? Careful. The Web Weavers are in, on the other hand, and they are going for another kill against Leo, don't they? Yeah, Leo doesn't seem to have that cooldown. Where's the jump? Where's Karazim? Yeah, that's another kill one way or another. Even the Drain can't prevent that. And they are gaining quite a lot of momentum here. 6 kills against 7 at this point. It's pretty even, but I honestly think that this Web Weaver wave is doing an enormous amount of damage. In the middle of the map, the entire wall has been taken down, the fountain has been destroyed, the fort is taking damage. At the bottom, the entire thing is going to go on and get destroyed in just another second, so that's already great. The 7-sided setup! The hook maybe a little bit too early, could have waited that out slightly. Good cleanse, by the way, from Rhaegar, pretty good for a puppy game. But, yeah. There's even the disc thrown out by Maiev. But that was actually decent damage. I mean, how much does Karazim have? Karazim is currently sitting at 22,000, nearly top damage for the team. Kelthas slightly ahead with 23,000. On the other side, you see Leo and Arthas, plus Greymane doing most of the work for the red team. But it's time for another turn-in. And it seems like the blue team isn't nearly having enough gems in their possession to make that happen. So they have a chance with level 13 talents now dropping for both teams to get the 2 turn-ins in a row. Mr. Wave Clear himself over here is starting to take also those minions down. He has 25 gems. I would really try to get rid of those as quickly as possible, especially considering that he's been trying to kick the shit out of them at every opportunity, diving in deep at times. Now on level 7, the 6th sense is now in 2. That's actually going to be really useful considering the opponent's lineup, especially with Arthur's over here, because those Howling Blasts are starting to become a little bit of a problem. Okay. There's the setup again with them. The fight is already in, and Arthur's talking about him is in trouble, and is gonna get healed. Nice! Sound Barrier is also through. There's the 7-sided once again. They couldn't get the kill against Arthur's, but they might be able to get another one against Leo. Doesn't really come to that big fight between the two, but it seems like it's more or less an even trade, at least for the time being. But Arthur's getting hooked again might become a problem here pretty quickly. Nice flame strike from Khaldor, and there's the kill. Arthur's down. They're trying to go for the follow-up. Can't get it so far, but with the cam still pushing through, that fort is a goner. Not gonna do anything. Nice tether from IF. Lucio with a rush up to the top. Probius does survive all of it, but at least Leo falls. Gems are lost to the red team, as the blue team is starting to push more and more through the middle of the map, starting to gain some momentum in this match on Towers of, wrong map. Tomb of the Spider Queen. Not quite Towers of Doom here, so yeah, not really the map that we're going for. But the boss is getting attacked right now. They're going to try and take that down, and currently it seems like that's not going to be a problem at all. Arthur's can't sniff it out, but still, won't matter too much. Even a hook attempt. Don't really know if you want to hook them in for this. A good hook, by the way, like a perfect combo on the blue team would be a hook into a Gravity Lapse into a 7-sided. That would be the perfect combo to pull through here. But so far, we haven't really seen that too much. Not necessarily needed either. I mean, it requires quite a bit of coordination if you want to pull that off. But they will get another turn in now. Probius at the bottom of the map, though, has taken the Siege Giants, which is actually pretty impactful if you want to make sure that your bot wave is not going to get completely crushed by those Web Weavers. We have also still a fight raging on up to the top. Keep in mind, Khaldor is missing to this, so that is an issue. Shouldn't probably fight too much. Good hook, actually. Trying to go for Probius. I have no idea where that probe was thinking it was going. Definitely the wrong direction to try and escape here. Should have tried to move towards the team, not away from it. So that's the kill. And it couldn't have come at a better moment in time for the blue team. Level 60 now for them as well. And up to the top, Arthur's Ancestral. But they're really dropping every ult they have right now. Is there another hook? No, no cooldown. Yeah, Leo also. He's gonna die again, isn't he? If he doesn't have a Wraithwalk, and it happens so it is. What is Leo doing? Like, Leo has this thing lately where he actually starts to abort the Wraithwalk way too early. That was a huge risk that he took there. He definitely had a bit more time before he aborts it. Pretty big spec into the Flame Strike, and the 7-sided, and Leo is down. Yeah, Leoki is activating the trade value again. 6 deaths already on him. 0 deaths, by the way, on Lucio and Rhaegar, so 2 of the supports have not really had any problems there. 40,000 damage for Kerosene, by the way. Top damage on his team. Melee Assassin confirmed. With level 16 talents now, of course, for both sides. And on 16, actually not the damage. Echo of Heaven has been taken here. They're looking for additional heals with Kerosene and for sustain in those fights. Would have actually expected to go for the way of 100 fists and try to get even more damage in, but so far we haven't seen that. Instead, they're just trying to sustain the entire setup more through those battles. Of course, now Stitches also in the situation where he has a few more stacks together. 16 stacks on the level 1, so that's a decent regeneration. Okay. For the lulz, baby, for the lulz. 33 stacks at the same time for Khaldor. And top side, that's where we're now looking at Leo. In a one-on-one against Wolfie. There's the Entomb even. I'm not really too sure if that's going to net you a kill, my friend. But I mean, you can always try. Now it can, though. My F seems like, why are you turning around? If he hits you one more time, you're just dead. Lucio is dead too, so is Probius. So while we saw the one-on-one top side, we have still a fight happening over here. But there's some interesting decisions being made in these battles. Also, Heku on Khaldor, still on the run. Activates the level 1, and that's a kill. Yeah, Greymin comes in and takes her down. Okay, Leo has in the meantime started to take the top apart. Did he just not collect those gems? I think Maiev actually did. But there is a turn-in opportunity for the red team. But Leo, he wants to die again, doesn't he? Oh, seven-sided? Maybe the angle a little... I mean, fair enough. This is getting a little bit awkward, I gotta say. Jump, baby, jump! Yeah, it jumps out quickly. It's not the traditional build that we're seeing from Karazim here. And having a few less jumps available might become an issue later on. Yeah, interesting use of some of those heroics that we've seen so far. Arthur's speccing full into the Frozen Tempest, by the way. Level 4, 13, and 16, so full focus on that. In addition to that, Leo with the auto attack build, Mithril Mace on 16. Level 20 talents are soon gonna be in. We haven't seen a single keep destroyed yet. But yeah, off we go. So, mid lane. That's where the big pressure seems to be coming. Probius is still trying to push the bottom of the map. Not a bad choice. Taking the catapult down is going to help the web weaver wave a lot. But here we go. This one is actually completely abandoned. It's a little bit of a weird decision by the red team. I'm not quite sure what they're doing there. And now the web weaver is down. And they still take the fight. Interesting. But here comes the attack. The Entomb traps the minion wave. That's obviously as intended. I mean, clearly. So that's the only thing that it trapped. But yeah. Let's get to something that you don't expect. Talking about things that you don't expect. Lucio nearly dying, but still able to get the shield through. But the blue team is now on the run. Wolfie with his 21 gems might be in trouble. But Arthas is going for the Sudoku move here. Diving deep into 5 heroes. Barely being saved. Ancestral. Cooldown is now out. Leo about to fall. He's dead already. 5 versus 4. And where's that Khaldor's value when you need it? Right there. Boom. Another kill. Oh, but Greymin goes for the trade and takes Karazim out. The Monk eliminated. Yep, Greymin taking down Baldy. Maiev has by now moved bot side to save the keep and has done so just in time. There's a huge amount of damage pushed onto it. Red team is still trying to push to the middle. Level 20 talents are there for the blue team. And we still do not see the storm talents for the red team, but they will have it soon. The hook, the hit, and where's the gravity lapse? There it is, but they're slowed down and they can't get to Probius. Ah, the little probe gets away. Karazim still dead is of course a problem. He would have been easily able to follow that up. Okay, Leoric is still sitting tight here. Top side. Green Corsair. Okay. I mean, yeah. I'm not really sure if that was a big problem for him, but the blue web waves are coming down. Yeah, bottom of the map, still a little bit of a push out. One catapult here, take this one down. That's at least going to help. And what else are we gonna see there? Over here, 20 is soon gonna be ready. Leo with a buried alive, at least I hope so. I really do. Only magic shell, okay. Leo hasn't taken anything yet. Leo, there is one choice for you. There's one choice on level 20. Literally one. Go for it. Go for the one choice that you have. Okay, there we go. Thank God. I was worried for a second. Yeah, buried alive, the game changer could come out. Talk about coming out. There's already Arthur's trying to get out of this one again. Ah, the kill against Lucio. That's a bad start for the blue team. But they take at least Leo down. And that was important. He dropped the bird alive, but maybe a little bit too late. They could follow up with a kill against Probius. Especially Karazim could try and home in on that. But instead they're trying to keep everybody alive. Mithril Mace completed. Arthur's dead. So is Stitches though. And while the blue team is getting chased, the red team is starting to lose keeps everywhere. So a bit of a bad move actually to try and chase heroes instead trying to defend. They defended the keep in the middle, but that doesn't change the fact that they're losing the top and they're taking huge damage at the bottom. Might still be able to save that keep, but it's gonna be close, and this is going to be really low on HP if they can save it, and I don't think they can. That's 2 keeps down. Big lead now. Big lead for the blue team. That's a fantastic situation for the late game right there. So it's gonna be very, very tricky to do anything for the red team without having the support of a weapon wave, or at least grabbing boss here, which they could of course at some point do. They have 68 gems, so they definitely got enough. 65,000 damage by now for Khaldor, but just look at that Greymane, 92,000 damage, crushing it here, doing a whole lot of work. Probius on 49,000, second highest damage dealer. quick look also at the stacks. 20 stacks for Stitches. We have 43 for Khaldor. And especially, I mean, Stitches could use a few more, to be honest. I mean, he didn't go for the second helping on level 20, which would have probably been a really good choice for him. So there's that. If you really want to make sure that you have insane regeneration with Stitches, with this level 1 talent and the build, then that's of course important. I honestly don't really understand why he didn't just go for the added healing on level 1, considering that we have 2 supports already in the team, and we have this many health globes. That might have been the better option here. But either way, if you want to stack, then you should be a bit more diligent about using that, especially in the early stages. Now, of course, these fights have a bit of a different dynamic that you have to also consider. But where Beavers are getting defended against, and the red team is giving up that position. There's like really weird moves that are being made by the red team. Like, I don't know what they're doing. They get the web Beavers and then they don't do anything with them. So now we have still a fight. There's already a hook connected, but they need to get something out of it. Alright, the N2 misses completely, and Leo is dead. Leorgi value once again, going straight up for the trade. Probius is still at the bottom of the map, and Probius doesn't give a shit about what's happening here. Look at that minimap. Probius is sitting there, is like, boys, I'm PvE. I'm PvE. I have a PhD in PvE, and PvP is just not my thing. Lucio's still dead though, so that was actually a 4 versus 5, and they're losing. Greymane is ripping them apart. Absolutely ripping them apart. Karazim down, Lucio down, Greymane moving in. Still alive. Maiev wants to kill. Now we have Khaldor also eliminated, and while all of this is happening, the bot lane is still pushing. The red team never retreated to it. The keep is taking damage. We might even see Stitches fall. Yes, there's the slow attempt as they're going for him, but he is able to survive. Greymane with the cocktail attempt, but he didn't actually connect it. The bottom is about to be saved, but close. 16 kills to 15 at this point. Okay. We still have 3 heroes dead for the blue team.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, double surprise. So first they were surprised that Arthas set up a trap in the bush, and then they were surprised that there was actually nobody else with him. But he's trying to buy a little bit of time for the rest of them to take the boss here. Arthas might buy a lot of time, but it's gonna come at a cost. He's gonna die. So Arthas is dead. Is he dead? He's dead. Arthas is dead. So is the boss, though. So the boss got taken, and now they can push with the 21-minute boss, which usually actually hurts a lot. Like, a lot, 21 minutes in. And could you guys please stop abandoning pushes when you set them up? I mean, it's always the set... No, that's the wrong direction. No. You're walking the wrong way, dude. It's topside. No. Oh my god. Can they defend? I mean, if they ever had a chance, then it's now. But I think the boss might still be a little bit too strong. But now they have actually a chance to defend this. I think if they would have focused on it earlier, they had a chance. If Karazim doesn't get stunned, they have it. And they have it anyways. So, yeah. Leo, I don't know. I personally have the suspicion by now that Leo was actually bribed by the blue team. So the blue team came in and said, like, dude, we're gonna pay you in gems if you just don't push with your team. Just like, you know, just like miss those entombs a little bit. Wink, wink. And I think that's exactly what's happening there. He gets chased again. You gotta activate that trade value. And there we go. Double digits confirmed. 10 deaths on Leoric. Leorgi value right there. Secret user. Yeah, he's already getting locked down as well. Tries to go for a bit of a B-step. There's at least the self-ancestral. Keeps himself alive for a little bit longer. And falls regardless. They're chasing, and they're chasing hard now. They have 2 heroes destroyed, which means that they can easily go either for the keep in the middle, or they could go and see about core. I mean, they definitely have a chance to go for the core with this. They need to control Greymane a little bit though, which is probably their biggest problem. So they're trying to go for core, but again, keep would also be an option. Problem with them running the double support is that they're not really having a lot of damage onto the core. They're not running a Greymane themselves or anything. There's not really an auto attacker that can do a lot with this. Yeah, they go for Leo again just as he respawns, so that's going to be a potential second kill. Core is not going to be possible. They're going to do a lot of damage to it, but I don't think they can actually finish it. 80% right now. Alright, Leo's still alive. Here comes the push. Keep Maiev in mind. She has 26 gems right now. She needs to be careful. Karazim trying to jump in again. Core's at 60%. Maybe they had a chance if they just right-clicked it all together, but it's not happening. They're trying to go for Arthas again. They're splitting the damage a little bit too much, but Arthas is about to go down. And there's a kill. Leo about to fall. There's a second kill. They're all low, though. And they're starting to retreat here. It's a 5 versus 3, but they're not going for it. 60% on the core, and Greymane comes in with a kill. Greymane time and time again with kill after kill, trying to drop them here. Karazim at the same time, healing the team back up. Has a chance to jump in. Greymane again with a poke. Vault of the Warden already through. And they seem to actually head back for now. Yeah, Mixon's still able to jump out. He has the mobility, of course, to make that happen. 89,000 damage by Mixon. Fuck me. Top damage Karazim at this point. Whew. Wavely, on the other hand, on Kalthas, 193,000. Soon looking at the 200k here. Ooh, you need to be careful, my friend. Yeah, he realizes that too. The problem is that Leo... They could have actually followed up and tried to get a kill here. Leo was about to respawn, and he actually still has the cooldown for Entomb. Look at that Greymane on the other hand. 150,000 damage! What the hell? That's a bit of a problem down here. Then again, for Leo. Could die again. He's already on the double digits when it comes to deaths. Could easily end up with one more. Blue Web Weavers are confirmed, and that could easily be game now. We are 25 minutes into this game, and 2 of the keeps are already gone, so if there ever was an opportunity to make it happen, then it was probably this one. Mr. Fracas over here, 7-sided, gets locked into it, the heals are there, and Rhaegar time and time again with his saves. Really coming through for his team. Secret user. By now we know what the secret is. There's definitely stereo use that we have there. I mean, he is playing out of his mind in a lot of these cases. A lot of good ancestors that we've seen in this game. Stitches on the other hand, he's in trouble, but they're keeping Greymane far away from him. Web Weavers are pushing on all the lanes. Maiev has to jump out and does so. But over here, the Web Weavers are being taken down slowly but steadily. Leo, though, buying time for the team. Trade value activated. Losing the gems. That's a problem. But the mid keep is still there, and as long as they can hold the core, that might just be enough. The problem is, of course, that their core is down to 60%, and while they're busy trying to defend the bottom of the map, the top is already pushing in. And guys, there's catapult homing in on the core. You need to take those catapults out quickly. It's not about the Web Weaver. That hurts too, but those catapults are more important. We are in Winion territory, and Greymane knows it. Goes in, takes them apart, but the core is down to 40% already. The blue team with a final push, the attempt to end the game here. They're trying to go for the next kill, taking the catapults apart, trying to escort their own. Greymane jumping in together with Rhaegar. Rhaegar actually on the run at this point, trying to keep himself alive a little bit more. Mix in on Karazim. Is he going to be able to jump out? Not matter anymore. There is the kill. The core is down as the blue team seals the victory on Tomb of the Spider Queen. GG and well done. Alrighty, welcome ladies, another Patreon game right here. So again, if you want to support my work, you can always do that at patreon.com/Khaldor. Especially, of course, also helps with the spoiler protection and also future projects, like, for example, bringing interview series back and other things. So head over and check it out. Now we have another one of those replays from one of the patrons, and as it turns out, we have some insane combos in this game. So this was apparently a quick match, and we have on the blue team side here on Brexit Holdout, Jinstel on Muradin, Mario on Ana, Black Angel aka Lucy on Leoric, and here we go. Murky played and Abatha as well. What could go wrong? On the red team side, Chronon on Phoenix, and Your Games on R10 is apparently very passionate because that guy got silenced hard. Then Agony on Stukov, Jung on Greymane, and TP on Blaze. This is going to be a highlight no matter what happens here. I mean, right now, Murky and Leorki in the same game. Is it a question of who actually feeds more, or what's the real battle here? I guess the challenge has been accepted because we already have Leorki in trouble and Lucy barely makes it out of that. He was really trying here, but first blood does not go to him, at least not for now. It does. The insta-kill against Leo. Looking up to the top lane, just saying, like, you see how it's done, Murky? You see how it's done? That's how you die in style, baby. Already back to business, though, so the fight is happening. Finally, we have Phoenix rotating to the top side, which in and of itself is also kind of interesting. So they actually have the range damage dealer top side. And don't get me wrong, Phoenix can definitely solo lane, but they have Artanis and Blaze, and both of them would probably do a bit of a better job there at the end. Or at least it would help to dominate the bottom of the map, where you of course also want to go for the beacon. But now Leo gets the support of Abathur. Ooh, that didn't quite connect. Jump for Muradin as he goes in. And there's again Leorki feeding again. Reported already. Direct report over here. Yeah, and Murky, of course, he doesn't want to be outdone. The Merc Master sits there and then looks at the bot lane and says like, hey, I can do what Leoric does as well, alright? I'm really good at it. I'm really good at it, I promise. Like, here, bam, there's the first death right here. Okay, so both of them competing already a little bit. At the same time, both of the beacons are taken by the red team, so they're starting to take the progress. Murky... slap him with the fish, baby. But that's a kill, regardless. At the bottom of the map, though, Leo is trying it again, and this time he seems to be a little bit more successful. Swing to win, and that's a dwarf jump and a kill. So 30% on the progress bar for the red team, but the blue team has taken at least the bot side over. Up to the top, the Murky Abathur combination is eventually going to shine through. And yeah, Abathur and Murky can be really annoying there. That was an interesting warp. Like, I'm not sure how successful that one was. But yeah, so Muradin is just riding around trying to get some value. Went into Sledgehammer as his level 4 talent choice now too. So he's going fully for the stacks here. Leo with Austin's renewal on level 1. Now we have a few camps taken on the map, at least at the top side. Murky is dead. The Frog eliminated. But down here, the teams are still fighting. And with the help of Abathur, they're starting to force them back quickly. The hit points on Blaze are falling rapidly. As we have Muradin going for another Stormbolt. Stukov doing his best. Oh, Ana! There could be a kill against Blaze. Or Ana, both, maybe. And Ana dies first. Ana dies first, and Blaze doesn't. The pings are in, of course, already. Leo is moving back too. And the fish, the frog dies again. It's starting to become a bit of a problem. I mean, now we have already 4 kills against 2, and the red team is starting to take the progress again. They're already ahead. Leo comes in and annihilates it. Red team didn't pay attention, and now they get punished for it. But Leo is likely not going to make it out of there. Oh, maybe Abathur can save him. Nope, not happening either. Yeah, Leorki and Murky in the same game. It's fantastic. But again, this Abathur and Murky combo can be really annoying as the game continues. And obviously, with this setup, they're going to struggle a little bit at the beginning, but once they have level 10, it should be a bit easier once that Abathur actually has his copy. Always assuming that he goes for the copy, of course. I mean, you never know here. It's a 2-lane map, but still. The dwarf is also dead. Yeah, Leo missing the drain. I don't really think he could have gotten the kill against Artanis here. But still, it needs to be careful now. Up at the top, though, Toxic Nests everywhere, just to set up against Greymane. As Django tries to make it in. Ana is on the run, was a little bit far out. Yeah, that's a bit of damage, okay. Gets that out. Bot lane gets attacked too at the same time, but it seems that Greymane at least survives for now. Leo is very much left alone. Like, he is totally solo. With Muradin dead and just now coming back, he was 1 against 3 and dies again. It seems to be a little bit the theme of the game right now. It is a fiesta. But then again, we knew that when we saw the composition happening here. So it's at least a fun one. But yeah, top side, Murky is gonna come in straight away. Give him the fish, baby. Give him the fish. He's lapping it around a bit. At the bottom of the map, a fight is happening too as they're trying to go for a kill. Can't get it just yet, but there it is. Artanis is down. The problem is that Ana is likely to fall too. But the kill against Greymane. And now Stukov is all alone and he doesn't want to go up against Murky. No. Well, apparently he does. Dude, you're dead. I have no idea what you're doing there, but just like, that's a kill. Muradin at the bottom of the map gets also taken out, so that leaves Leo alone to fight for himself. But as he is trying to take the trash out here, the janitor on the move, it seems like he's still a bit outdone. Phoenix, maybe Felix. Big fail here from Phoenix, just saying like, yeah, no hit points, no problem. Well, I got news for you, my friend. Abersa disagrees heavily, so that's a kill right there. But yeah, didn't really pay attention. Then again, as we're starting to jump in, Leo's trying to get a little bit of value. Greyman at the top side also has to be careful. Artanis wants to get a kill, and taken down 2. So yeah, bad choice being made by Artanis. Is that an objective? That's an objective! Woo! Applause, applause. The victory for the blue team on objective number 1. Now, of course, the wave isn't really all that bad for the red team either, but if you look at experience, there's definitely an advantage right now for the blue team, as they have level 10 abilities in just a few seconds. That's a big push there. Muradin also done with the quest. Top lane, on the other hand, is currently completely alone, but at the bottom, they are just barreling through this. Level 10 abilities are coming in. Octo grab! And there's the Entomb, already skilled. Does he drop it? Not yet. Looking for it. Muradin, not even with Haymaker. I thought it was a quick match. What's going on here? Yeah, Ana hasn't taken hers yet either. There's the trap. Leo comes in alone, goes 1v4, and goes down. But Blaze dies as well, to the wave, I might add. And it's the laser show. But Ana found the secret counter. It's called moving away. So Ana survives, and Stukov instead dies. Eye of Horus! And she's trying to repay Artanis in kind. Ah, it was clutch, it was so close. Nearly getting the kill, but didn't quite work. Top sides. Greymane comes in. And yeah, Murky is just being asked one question. Are you afraid of the big bad wolf? That question has been answered. So yeah, Murky definitely coming in. Now the copy on Leo. Oh, the Entomb, the double Entomb. They go for the kill. Ah, that's the first one. No bunker, obviously, for Blaze. We're in a quick match, baby, so why would you? But that's another tower about to go down. Leorki, is he going to activate the trade value? He doesn't. The copy, on the other hand, falls. We have now 11 kills against 9. And yep, there we go. Alright. Greymane coming in for the next camp. Django wants to apply some top pressure, as Murky is just attempting to obliterate this entire thing. He, by the way, still held the fort, so there's at least that. So he was able to still take that down here. Ana helping. Helping with the wave clear, of course. Now the frog is at the top, trying to take the fort down. So far, that's not really working out for him. But everybody else is just busy at camps. By the way, in case you didn't know, Muradin, of course, has fantastic wave clear.
Nope.
But yeah, I mean, he still has Sledgehammer, right? So there's at least something. He has a little bit more than your normal Muradin build, but still not the hero that should take this alone. Then again, with the help of Abyssa, it's a little bit more valuable. Top side, Muradin is now jumping in, but down here, there's the Entomb again. Leo on the move. Ana goes down too. And that's another... Really? Ult? I mean, okay. I think you could have gotten that without dropping the cooldown, but whatever. Works for me. 11 kills against 11, and the top gets pushed. Blaze is still sitting tight. He's obviously getting punished for picking the wrong ult here. Well, we don't have Octocrab anymore. It's used right here. And can they get the kill? Yes, of course. And that's going to be the end of the fort. Everybody's just stealing camps away, by the way. Dude, why are you sitting here watching this? Is that not Envision? Apparently it's not. Yeah, he's sitting around the corner. If they move down a little bit and see him, that slug is in trouble. Ana is trying to take it solo. Phoenix is down, killed by Abyssa again. Fight at the top. Greymane, yeah, takes on Murky. Stormbolt, and not quite working out. He gets away. Ana doesn't. Leo's still fighting against 2, trying to take out the Trasher with another swipe, but so far not happening either. What a game here. Alright, so now we're looking at the objective again, and the beacons are being channeled. 13 kills against 13. This is definitely dead even, at least so far. Damage output, look at Leo. 6 deaths on him. Abyss hasn't fallen yet. They're starting to jump in again. Leoric with the top damage, I might add. Phoenix on the other side. Yeah, it's the Octograb value right there. Little bit of a laser beam too, but that's a Greymane, sorry, a Stukov kill. And I try to go for Phoenix as well. Phoenix gets immediately hit, and he gets hit hard. And that should actually secure them at least the beacon. 3 heroes down on the red team side, so that's looking good. The Frog is still doing its thing. Abathur, of course, helping out with all of this. Looking at the talents a little bit and at the stacking. By now we have 29 stacks for Muradin. Nothing to write home about, but it's slowly starting to step it up here. 15 stacks for the Slime on level 4 for Murky. Yeah, and Greymane going maybe a little bit too deep here and gets taken down. They're trying to make the play for Leo, but Abathur's helping out as well. Up from the top, we see now also Anna coming in. These Anna flanks are actually starting to become a little bit weird. She's definitely frontlining hard. Now we have 16 against 14, so that's an extra talent. And after taking the Bronze Beard Rage on level 13, we now have the extra Dwarf Jump coming through. Mithril Mace for Leo, going all in on the auto attacks here, of course. Murky needs a little bit of help if he wants to stay alive. I don't really think that's happening. Plays with the vision here. It's a trap. Dodging out on the Octograb. Nice. That was actually kind of cool. Really, really well done. At the same time, the boss is now taken up in the middle. And is that Entomb? Where's... the Stormbolt misses! Where's the Entomb? Too close. He knew it would miss. We all did, but he had to go for it. Can't fault him for that. Push at the top. That's a bit of a different question on the other hand. Yeah, fantastic ult. Hitting with one. The Octograb, this time with the lockdown. And Blaze just died to the Frog. There's that. That's a big push now through the top lane. Beautiful game. Beautiful game for sure. A little bit of a lost opportunity to go for the March of the Murlocs, which is always kind of fun. But hey, Octograb, why not? So now that they're moving in again, seems like Phoenix is saying, like, fuck that, I'm out of here. Keep is already down. Stukov, yes, their support is actually started at the bot line. Stukov is inting hard down here. That's a report if I've ever seen one. The healer trying to clear the bot lane, and for what? He's never going to get 16 for them. I think he gave up, and probably for good reason. Leo, Murky, and Abathur, the unbeatable composition over here. Top damage on Leo, drops another Buried Alive. They kill Phoenix, and that is game, ladies and gentlemen. Big victory here on Brexit holdout. GG and well played as the blue team locks in the W. And Muradin, the MVP in this one. 20% of the hero damage. Fair enough. Okay, everyone, game time again. Another Patreon game here today. And as usual, guys, if you want to support my work, you can check out patreon.com/Khaldor. Also helps to keep the spoiler protection on the channel alive and help me start other projects, like, for example, restart the interview series and a few other things. But as it happens, game number 3 is actually not a quick match, not a Storm League game. No, we're looking at a brawl. And if someone sends me a brawl, then I'm expecting a highlight. On the left side for the blue team, Battle Baron on Oriel, casting. Yep, that's casting. On Chromie. We have Norse on Mal'Ganis, Razor Slide on Gazlowe, and Booby on Medivh. And on the right side, the red team with Drivius on Ana, Fat Ugly Monk on Murky, Peewee on Kalthuzad, Red Backpass on Muradin, and Gorath on Lulnara. So, let's go. Murky and ARAMs. Now, I'm interested in how this is going to work out. We can talk a little bit about ARAM meta as well. And yes, there is actually an ARAM meta. There are builds that are definitely very good in ARAM. Gazlowe, for example, Mr. Paperback over here, is not really as bad as people think in ARAMs. He is really good if he goes into a laser build. So we're gonna focus on his level 7 and his level 13 talent to check that out. He has a lot of poke available. And there's, of course, also other priorities in terms of what heroes you want to pick. Suljin still the best hero that you can possibly take in an ARAM. Even now that we have Asmodan back, now that Chromie is still in play, Suljin with his infinite stacking is fantastic. And so are pretty much most heroes that have any form of infinite stacking. They usually have a lot higher priority here. Good damage against Lunara, by the way, so well done. Medivh is also stacking quickly too, and Murky is doing what Murky does. He mercs, he dies, he mercs again. The egg also maybe a little bit far out. Stacking on Muradin's side now too on the level 1, so he's going to try and get a bit more Stormbolt damage out throughout the game. Ana still really, really good in ARAMs as well. And damn, that Mal'Ganis is getting really, really nasty. Gets taken down, so the first real kill actually for the red team. Yeah, Mal'Ganis needs a little bit careful with that. That was definitely too aggressive here. Murky with the egg hunt. Alright, eggs everywhere as you can see up here. And Lunara, generally speaking, if she doesn't YOLO like here, gets punished for it right away. Oh, oh. Ah, the heal, nice. But yeah, generally speaking, Lunara's actually good in ARAMs too, because you have a lot of control with that slow and a lot of poke available. The eggs just everywhere. Yeah, the Merc Master is dead again, and in this case we have the Slime Time on level 4. Even Sledgehammer for Muradin, by the way, so he's really speccing hard into the Stormbolt here. It's going to help him to get the baseline quest done, and then we'll see how much he is actually going to get throughout the course of this game. The short distance portals over here, not sure if those are really going to help you. And I'm a little bit worried for Gazlo because he's starting to spec into turrets, and as I said before, it's not really the best build to go for there. Yeah, it's all about the laser, baby. Lunara is dead again. Another hero, by the way, that is absolutely fantastic in ARAMs is a Thrall. Trash Lightning, one of the best talents that you can possibly take in ARAMs. And you are going to have a lot of fun if you just play Thrall and you've done nothing else through the entire game but just Q, 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 Q. The Anduin build. So, kill against Muradin. I gotta say, the blue team is actually getting a lot of momentum here. Auriel is one of the best supports that he can get in ARAMs. Then again, Ana is of course fantastic too. When we're talking about Kel'Thuzad, it all depends on how well he's landing his spells here, as usual. 14 stacks on the baseline for him, as of now. So we'll see how much Mr. Peewee here is gonna get through. And now with level 7 talents in. Yep, there we go. That's not how you do it. Gazlo doesn't know how to play ARAMs with this hero, so he goes into Engine Gunk and goes for a turret build here. Again, guys, if you want to play Gazlo in ARAMs, then you go for level 7 and level 13 laser build. You want to have the faster charge, longer channel, and the additional damage. That's what you go for. And then you can actually fire away from the back line, get laser after laser connected, and you will likely end up being one of the top damage dealers in the game. So Gazlo is actually pretty useful when played correctly in ARAMs. This is not really useful. If he gets a proper level 10, then maybe he might be able to combo something off with Chromie. That's definitely a potential play, but he shouldn't really have that much of an impact in this. 30 stacks now for Medivh on the baseline. Murky has 2 with the Slime Time on level 4. We have the Black Lagoon now also on level 7. That's going to help. Splintered Spear. Mal'Ganis dead. At least a bit of fighting spirit here on the side of the red team. We've been missing this so far. Murky. It's a frog in a bubble. Yeah, my Tracer accent is horrible. Sorry, don't expect anything there. But he is ready. Hit him with the fish. Hit him with the fish. Coming in and just slapping around. Yeah, and Chromie likes it, of course. I mean, Chromie was always a little bit of a naughty girl. At the same time, you have on the other side also Auriel, who of course is always good for a little bit of a whip. She likes the whipping. And yeah, Chromie has been a naughty girl all her life. So the two of them are definitely a match made in heaven right there. Bit of damage against Mal'Ganis again. He is taking the brunt of all the damage dealers on the other side. 17 stacks already for Muradin. Every single time I see Muradin in ARAM, I'm a little bit terrified about his level 10 ability. So we'll see what actually happens with that. And let's see. Yeah, the Merc Master dead again. There's a level 10 abilities now for the blue team. Yeah, Resurrect, the Poly Bomb in this case. No ley line. And Murky. Robo-Goblin, baby. One of the funniest things that I've probably ever seen was Robo-Goblin plus Morales Stim Drone. Guys, if you see him on 20 with full-on Robocop just going through, you are gonna have a great day. He is just wrecking people. Good kill against Lunara, though. She's getting her ass kicked, by the way. I mean, yeah. There it is. Told you. Haymaker. Murky here with the March of the Murlocs. Also Leaping Strike. Murky dead again, by the way, but we have 15,000 damage on Lunara, but also 3 deaths against her. Chromie is dead too. They're trying to go for another kill, and Muradin survives. Quest completed for Khaldor. That's definitely a game changer. Lunara, hibbity hop, and jumps around with a leap. Another quick whip, but not really successful from her. And that's a death on Oriel. Self-resurrect, of course. That's why you keep the cooldown, so that you can use it on yourself right there. Okay, and in the meantime, Murky is still looking for the angle to get a little bit more value in this game right now. Hit him with a fish. Let's go. Needs to hit Chromie a little bit, as I said. Oh, Lunara jumps in again. Okay, Murky. Just bubbling around a little bit. Yeah, hit him with a fish. Alright, don't get too excited, Chromie. Shut up. Seriously. Girl, you need to really control yourself a little bit better. Oh, that temporal loop on the other hand could be nasty. And it's a kill. Muradin is dead. Nicely done. 6 kills against 9. Both of the teams on level 13. But that Lunara is hopping around like a mad woman. Is like, oh dear. But as you can see, a lot of deaths on her now too. I actually think that probably it's Khaldor. He should actually top damage pretty soon if he continues. Yeah, now he goes into laser. You know, now he goes into the laser. It's a little bit too late, my friend. You needed to go for the level 7 talent as well. You're just like, no. That's not quite how you play it here. Now, Lunara is going to be a bit safer with the greater spell shield now. We also have the Bronze Beard Rage, and we get the rejuvenating bubble. Muradin just sitting here, getting pummeled into the ground. March of the Murlocs! Frogs everywhere! Look at that Gazlo! Gazlo is getting murdered! Murky with the kill. Nicely done. Gets the Murlocs out and all that he needed to do. Yeah, down here, Chromie gets away. Ooh, barely gets away. That piercing on the Stormbolt nearly took her out. He's at 24 stacks on level 1. That isn't insane, but it's actually okay enough to do quite a bit of damage there. And the poke is continuing. I mean, just look at the blue team. They have to fall behind the gate all of a sudden. They were initially pushing the game pretty heavily, but now they are the ones on the back foot. 11 kills against 7 as all of this continues. Gazlo. Mercmaster comes in again. 10 stacks on the level 4. Polybomb is in. Murky coming through, and Mal'Ganis is about to go down. Murky is also dead, looking for the bubble here. Oriel is barely getting away, and another kill, this time against Muradin. 12 kills against 8, 16 is in the game now. Chromie has not gone into the timeout. Instead, Chromie went straight into the gnome speed ahead. No timeout for her. Alright, that could backfire for sure. And we also now have the temporal flux here for Medivh, who has completed his own quest already a while ago. And Gazlo is still going for that turret build. Again, it's not going to do too well for him. He has 30,000 damage, but you could have so much more at this point already with just a proper build. We have Murky on 17k, Khaldor and Lunara are still fighting for top damage on the red team. But now with level 16 talents available. Oh, Oriel is actually down. Lunara with another kill here. We now have the fish oil over here. Plus, Power of the Ice Crown and Stoneform. Muradin looking for survivability, and Mal'Ganis again hinting at the front. Jumps in, gets wrecked. Temporal loop, and yeah, the Polydom doing damage. Ah, the frogs are loose again. Frogs everywhere. Hit him with the fish. Yeah, no hero kill this time. Yeah, but definitely getting a little bit work done. And zoned out Gazlo, and as he was trying to get back in, he actually falls too. Chromie is just firing away. I mean, she is obnoxious to play against in ARAMs, as you can probably tell. So, okay. There's another quick flip. 14 to 11. Chromie gets out. But now that level 20 talents are starting to become a little bit closer, this game is going to be quite fun. Especially Murky has, of course, a lot of channel abilities that could really help them to take structures down. If he just sets it up properly, there's a chance. The entire time, this shit over here too is like ridiculous. Alright, let's see if we're gonna get the level 20 for Murky. In this case, he shouldn't go for the big tuna kahuna. I want to see more frogs. Give him the frogs, baby. Murlocs everywhere. But we're still 2 levels out. Still 2 levels out for now. And Murky is working on his slime time. He's 18 stacks in, which means that he's soon going to be done. 19 stacks. Okay, nearly completed. Needs one more. And then he's good to go. Khaldor is also trying to get some stacks together, but he's still stuck at 54. Nice kill against Medivh. Nicely done. Well played. The Resurrect comes through though, but that's just going to be another kill if they don't pay attention. Yeah, Medivh is back. Gets immediately attacked. The Haymaker. And the double kill. It should be a double kill. Okay, does he actually get away here? No, he doesn't. Yeah, Murky goes down, but also takes Medivh with him, so that's good. And let's go. There's the 20. There's the 20. Give me the frogs, baby. Give me the frogs. No! Making Inky. Okay. So it's all about the slime time right now. I was just waiting for him to set the frogs up over here and go for the endless channel and just like send them over. Keep them coming, baby. Keep them coming. Yeah, nano boost. Is that gonna hit Murky eventually? For now we also have, after Haymaker, the Grand Slam is in. Plus a Might of the Scourge. Yeah, that is gonna be annoying as well, of course. But it's kind of interesting to see that the red team has actually taken the lead and is now 15 against 14 kills and even a level ahead over their opponent. They took a bit of a beating in the early game. With 12 minutes in, haven't seen a fort fall yet. That's definitely one of the longer brawls that we've seen so far. Muradin has by now 35 Storm Bolts. That honestly isn't really a whole lot. I mean, my personal Muradin Stormbolt record in ARAMs is 82. So, at this point, considering how this game has been going with just kill trade after kill trade, you should be a little bit higher than this. But let's see. For now, he is getting some sledgehammer damage out there. Alright, 69, there's a 20. We have light speed. Race car, baby. Yeah, getting that race car value. And Murky's getting the slime time in. Nearly top siege damage on this team. There's a lot of sliming around happening as we speak. Murky comes in again. That could be a kill. Oh, Oriel. Yeah, he's at 40,000 damage. Murky is actually starting to get closer and closer to Khaldor. Is only 6,000 behind him. So might be able to catch up a little bit. I mean, siege damage has already taken the lead. Has of course quite a few deaths here, but I think that was to be expected in a brawl. Murky not really a standard hero to go for here. Portals are out. 73,000 damage for the Chrome Star. And off we go. Here they go again. The Murky flank. Guys, it's the Murky flank. He was hiding in the wall. Nano boost! Nano boosted Murky. There we go. Slime time, baby. The double kill. The triple kill. That frog is boosted. Oh. Where did the damage end up now? He just got 10,000 damage through that. Oh my god, glorious. Absolutely glorious. They boosted the frog. A full team wipe. And all of a sudden the fort is down. Alright, I think we're gonna get a little bit more than that. Okay, Anna, 16 seconds. I think that frog has a bright future. Okay, 17 kills against 21 now. We're talking keep at this point. Right, Anna has a nano boost back in a second. The Grand Slam! And is that a kill? Well, he gets quite a bit of hit points back here. Norse is still there. Alright, no nano boost just yet. Is it Murky? Is it Lunara? Is it Khaldor? Well, we don't know at this point. There's the nano boost. The frog has been boosted again. The frog is boosted. The frog is boosted. The frogs are coming. He's at 60,000 damage. He has now officially taken over Khaldor. Yep, Khaldor has by now less damage than Murky, confirmed. And Murky has his eyes on Lunara, of course. He says, I'll get her too, I'll get her too. Okay. 38 stacks by now for Muradin. Murky with another kill, this time against Medivh. The frog is in again. Slime time, prime time, slime time, and a double kill. The kill against Medivh and against Mal'Ganis. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's frog time, baby. It's apparently all about the slime here. the cooldown reduction. And then the nano boost on top of it. That's a little bit too much for them to handle, apparently. Okay, so 2 seconds for the next nano boost. Are we gonna see the same thing again? Now they're fighting for the keep, though. A little bit close here. Alright, Murky on his little race car. Anna's already sitting tight. Murky, careful. The moment when Anna heals Murky. Alrighty, so the hits keep coming. Kel'Thuzad is sitting there. It's like, I'm not gonna be outdone by a frog. I'm gonna get my damage back. Not quite sure if that's gonna happen. But yeah, our fat ugly monk over here is just frogging it up. Okay. Anna is still a bit hesitating. I mean, it's not really a good territory for just dropping the nano boost and forcing the fight. You really want the battle to start before you do that. Yeah, already here. I think, look at Muradin. He's already trying to flank here. He's looking for the Grand Slam. He hasn't gone into his 16 jump. If you go Haymaker, you usually go for jump on 16 so that you have a better engage and can get in position a little better. 40 stacks for Muradin now. We're 16, 17 minutes in already. This is definitely one of the longer brawls that we have so far. It's definitely going to last for another couple of minutes, so yeah. Okay. There's a stumble opportunity right there. Okay, 41. Chromie is starting to go in. Yeah, Murky with the Murlocs. The Murlocs. Where's the nano boost? The nano boost. The frog is boosted and the frog gets the kill. Frog gets the first kill and they go for the next target. Alright. Where is he at right now? Chromie down, Lunara, Muradin, they're all falling. Murky, 77,000 damage. Lunara, he's gonna take over the damage. 80,000 damage on Murky. He's actually starting to chase Chromie now. Oh my god. Absolutely fucking fantastic. In the meantime, Gazlo is still at 68,000. Guys, it is really a shame. If he would have gone for a proper build and a Talon on level 7, he would by now rival Chromie's damage output if played correctly. Gazlo can be pretty powerful in an ARAM if he ever gets those setups. And since they are on the defense, you usually can get a lot out of this. But holy shit. That frog in the bubble. Yeah, 84,000, 85,000. Slime time, 86. 88. He's chasing them across the map right now. And Lunara is sitting here is like, what the fuck? He has 10,000 more damage than I do? Kel'Thuzad yells from the background, what do you mean 10k? Look at me! Uh-oh, Muradin, careful. Nano boost! Murky nano boost! Here we go, here we go, here we go! The Medivh kill! The frog dies, but Medivh is dead too. Murky getting kill after kill. What a fucking brawl. Absolutely amazing. Now this is the kind of Patreon games that I want to be sent each month. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. Alright, there's the ult as well. Coming in again. Muradin jumping into the fray of things. And Gazlo's dead. Killed by Kel'Thuzad, you kill stealer. Look at Kel'Thuzad coming in from the last hit. Playing Rat Dota here. Yeah, unbe-fucking-leavable. We're trying to kill a little bit more over here. Merc is pretty much just YOLOing for every single kill that he gets, but hey, this is the way, exactly. I don't even want to see how much damage he has right now. Do we actually want to look at the damage? I guess we're going to take a closer look at the damage. Does he have Chromie by now? No, not yet. I mean, he has heavily taken over the damage numbers for the red team, but he's not really getting ahead of Chromie anytime soon, I suppose. Ooh! The egg is down, though. The egg is down. Careful. Gotta be really careful here. Yeah, the blue team isn't just rolling over and saying, like, alright, guys, we're done. Instead, they're trying to fight back here. It's 30 kills against 23. We are, by the way, on level 26 versus 25. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, let's see. What else are we getting? Is the blue team actually able to turn this? Because so far, they've had... I mean, they were pretty much getting murdered for a long time. But now they seem like they're trying to turn things around here. Okay, Muradin jumps in again. Bam. Has the quick hit. Gazlo with a kill. Lunara is down. But the frog is boosted. The frog is boosted again. And, well, Chromie kills him. I honestly think if the frog would home in on Chromie a little bit more, he wouldn't get killed so much. Chromie is basically the one trying to take him down whenever she can. Gets decent damage down regardless. We have in total 55 kills now. Oh, Muradin jumps out. The whip doesn't reach him. And the frog is just sliming everybody. There's even the poly bomb right now. It is prime time, slime time, baby. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Get the slime through. 118,000 and goes for the Murlocs. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna reach. Unfortunate. That would have been nice if it actually got at least to the keep. Not the case though. But let's see. Where's the nano boost when you need it? Out for 10 seconds. Okay, Muradin again. Jumping out and jumping in. Struggling definitely a lot with his lack of survivability at this point. Alrighty, there's the hit. Khaldor takes all the damage points. Dude, you have to jump a little bit to the side in these cases. Murky is coming in too. Nano boost is ready. Do we get a nano boost? And we get a whip in the wall. Nicely done. Good kill by Oriel. No nano boost in this case. 125,000 now. And Khaldor is also starting to take over Bambi. We have 90,000 on both of them. Both of them getting a little bit... Oh, there's the nano boost. And Chromie. Can he get Chromie? Can he get Chromie? No, he can't. Ah, dying a little bit too much. The rest of the team should honestly jump in with Murky. I mean, I don't really realize... I don't really want to say this, but whenever Murky makes these approaches, they need to also help out a little bit. Oh, yeah, too many shields there. He's going on a Sudoku mission every single time that he's trying to go for the kill here, but since it's Murky, it's kind of working out. We have now 27 versus 26 on levels. We're 22 minutes into this, and it is just absolutely bananas. It's pretty much just frog hunting what the blue team is doing. Everybody else... the Muradin flank with a haymaker! Yeah, but Murky needs to be careful. I mean, he's getting whipped around by the Battle Baron here on his Oriel. It seems like the blue team is starting to really get a handle on this. They're starting to control Murky a little bit better. Okay, the frogs are coming out again. That's a good zoning and helps to keep the fort in play. But Murky is dead again. Chromie is at 165,000, 167. There's a kill at least against Medivh though. Resurrect. The egg is up there, so might have to put that into a different spot. Yeah, Murky's still fine, and then he wasn't. And now the fort is down too. Guys, the blue team is getting the handle, getting a hang on this. They're doing well. They are doing really well. They control Murky whenever he comes in, try to focus on the kill first. Bubble gets activated, they wait around it. Medivh drops the shield, dodges out on a lot of the damage. And the rest of the team just doesn't really coordinate with the frog enough to make this happen. So right now, there's again. Yeah, the whip. Nicely done. Nano boost in Murky, pretty much denied by the whip. Comes in again, gets a lot of slime through. Oh my god, 150,000 damage by now. 153,000. The frog comes in once more. Then Gazlo is dead. And the frog is still there. The frog is there and the frog doesn't go away. They try and get the kill and they finally do. But that was already tons of damage and now they're trying to go for the kill against Oriel. And I think this one is secured. Ooh, the shield. Holy cow. The shield saves it. But the Merc Master is already back. Mr. Murloc is on the way. Yeah, but Anna is dead, and so is Khaldor, so that's two heroes that died. But Murky still wants the kill, and the frog gets the kill. Frog goes in again, and frog gets another one. It's a double kill. It's a triple.
Holy shit.
And he's going in for Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis running away from Murky and Lulnara, and that's going to be another one.
Own it. Unstoppable. Dominating.
Oh, the frog ladies. VIP. Oh my god. Very important frog. So now they're going for the Kivia. I can't believe this is still ongoing. 70 kills in total. We're looking at 70 kills in this game. Yeah, Murky has the ult. Murky can go for the ult. Murky can go for the ult. Where's the Murlocs? Where's the Murlocs? Take it. Take it. That doesn't hit the core. Core is down to 70%. Where's Muradin with the stacks? 50 stacks for him. That's decent damage. But where's the Murky ult? There's the Murky ult. Nano boost. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, baby. There we go. Come to Papa. Come to Papa Froggy right here. Yeah, they can go for game right now, can't they? Lulnara is dead though. Can they defend? They might be able to defend here. Nobody is homing in on the core at this point. The frog is dead too. Yeah, but it looks like this is going to be the end of it. What a game. Holy shit, the murky value in this brawl. GG and well played.